True Media. Hey, dig this, family. You not like them. See, it's two different kind of people. You got God's people, and then you got other people that's willing to do anything to live a certain lifestyle. They willing to break the rules. They willing to compromise. They willing to be disrespected. They willing to put up with all the abuse that comes with looking like they successful. They willing to get over on people and scam people and manipulate people just to get ahead. See, you not like them. That's why it's taking you a little bit longer. That's why it's taking you a bit, a little more, focused, and you got to be a little more consistent. Because you not like them. You're not willing to backstab nobody to get an opportunity. You're not willing to put on a front, to pretend like you somebody just to get an opportunity. You don't have the makeup or the character of compromising who you are and your values and your integrity just to get an opportunity. You not like them. So you got to understand, man, sometimes it's going to take you a little bit longer. It's going to take you to be a little bit more focused to get to where you're trying to go. Because it's two different kind of people. You got God's people, and then you got people out here that'll do whatever for opportunity or do whatever to live a certain lifestyle. And man, what I'm trying to get you to understand and tell you is you not them. You not them. You know you're not the kind of woman that's about to sell your body for goods in return. You know you're not the kind of woman that was taught to portray yourself like a 304. You know you're not the kind of woman that's not about to let a man run up in you just to get somewhere in life. And so you got to understand, you on God's time, and you got to deal with and accept the fact that you're going to have to probably work a little longer. Be a little bit more focused. Because the way that they went is not the way you willing to go. See, you're not the kind of man that's going to allow another man to talk to you like a little ass child. You're not the kind of man that's going to get out here and indulge in feminine behaviors just to get an opportunity or just to be looked at as somebody who became successful. You're not the kind of man that's going to be willing to compromise your integrity or what you stand on as a man just to get some financial gain. So you got to understand and realize it's going to take you to be a little bit more focused. It's going to take you probably a little tab longer to get to where you're trying to go. That don't mean it ain't going to work. That don't mean for you to abort mission. That don't mean for you to give up. That mean for you to understand, man, God is preparing the table for you. God is the orchestrator. God is the one that's trying to make sure when you get to where you got to go, it be peace there. Not just opportunity, but it be peace flowing with milk and honey. Because you not like them. And see, although they look like they successful, although it look like they reached the promised lands, what you don't know is those people can't even sleep at night. Them people is not even allowed to do the things that God's people is capable of doing or able to do. And that's be at peace. That's having some level of fulfillment. You not like them. They took the easy way out. They took the shortcut. But what you don't know is, man, that easy way out, that shortcut, that shit is causing them a lot of pain. It's causing them a lot of heartache. It's causing them to become miserable. So what they thought was success end up turning into chaos overnight. And see, the reason why God don't want to just, he wants you to take your time because he wants you to understand the process, to appreciate every step, to appreciate every moment. That way you won't get caught up in a mistaken success or mistaken what we deem as success or opportunity for dysfunction and chaos. A lot of people mistake success when the whole time they don't understand that they was being led into deception by way of financial gain, by way of being famous, by way of having all the riches of the world. They was being deceived. They thought they was going to be successful, but they didn't know that that shit came with a whole other lifestyle attached to it that they got to do to maintain. That they got to do to maintain their level of opportunity or success. And God don't want that for you because you not like them. He don't want you to be tricked. God don't want you to be fooled. God don't want you to be put in a position to where you got to compromise. You got to bow down. You got to be as a slave. And you got to be the person that say, my success has turned into a night of hell. It's people that thought they was getting somewhere in life. It's people that thought that they made it. But when they looked up, they realized they was in hell. They was in hell, being led by the devil the whole time. And that's why you get people who have it all. They are unalive themselves. They can't sleep at night. They losing their mind. They going crazy. Because they didn't know that that shortcut that they took was not success. It was the devil leading them to the pits and the gates of hell. And so you got to understand, you not like them. And so God wants you to take your time, man, because God is working on you. God is the one that's calling the shots in your life and setting things up to where when you get to where you got to go, you ain't going to have no regrets. You ain't going to have no worries. Everything is going to flow perfectly. God know that he didn't call you to be a scammer, to be a liar, to be a mass manipulator, to compromise your integrity, to bow down and just accept anything for $1. God didn't call you to move like that or to be like that. So your journey, your mission is going might look a little different and take a little longer. To come to fruition, because you got to understand, man, God always takes his time with the ones that's special. God always take his times with the ones that's special. And you just not another person. You just not another man or another woman. Man, you a representation of God, man. And you got to understand, man, you not like them. And they not like you. Because the shit they willing to do that look successful or get ahead or get an opportunity, you not going to do that shit. So you got to remember, man, it's spirits at work. It's entities involved in everything that's around us. And you can't get caught up trying to take the shortcut or trying to get the most shiniest opportunity or the quickest opportunity, because you can be led into being deceived in the long run. And that opportunity end up causing all kind of pain and turmoil in your life. So you got to remember, man, take your time and let God build you into the man or woman that you was meant to become, that you was meant to be, that he called you to be. And stop feeling like you can do what they do. You not like them. Yeah, I know it feel like it ain't gonna never happen. That business feel like it's taking forever to jump off. That music career feel like it's taking forever to jump off. You becoming a doctor or a lawyer feel like it's becoming forever to take off. But you gotta understand, man, you special. And God is setting up the play to where everything will allow you to live from a place of peace when it's all said and done. It ain't coming with no strings attached. It ain't coming with no ulterior motives. It ain't coming with no fictitious relationships. You not like them. And you got to realize and understand that. All right? So keep your head up, man, and be patient. Be patient. Because the last thing you will want is to be a person who accept the opportunity that fuck around and turn into a state of hell overnight. You didn't know that opportunity was going to later on down the line turn into deception at its finest. Now you somewhere doing some shit you don't even want to do around some people you don't even know because you was moving too fast. And that shit will have you feeling lost in the end. And we seen many of them come, and we seen many of them go. And we currently are seeing many of them right now continue to fall. Because what they thought was an opportunity really was simply just the devil showing up with something that was going to destroy them in the long run. But they couldn't see this because they was desperate. And what I'm telling you is, man, take your time and stick with God. Because the Most High is going to not only provide for you, but protect you and make sure that can't nobody interfere with your mission. And remember, you not like them. So it might take you a little bit longer. All right? But that's okay. because you a diamond. And you getting put under this pressure because you're special. And you a Jew. And God is trying to protect you from the forces that's at play, that's behind the scenes, that you can't even see. So don't get discouraged. Keep your head up. Stay focused. And remember, God is always in control. And remember, you not like them. All right? I love y'all. God bless y'all. Until next time, holla at y'all later. Peace. 100.